Welcome back to the Core Cars News Tech Lab. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Fire TV Stick 4K Select. This is the newest Fire TV in the Fire TV lineup and the first Fire TV to run the new Vega OS. No longer do Android run on Fire TV devices. In the past, Android was just under the hood and then a custom user interface ran it. Now Amazon's switching to their own custom-built operating system called Vega. It runs Linux. And with that, there's some important things to know, some changes. We're going to break that all down, let you know, because a lot of it on the front end looks exactly the same, but there's a few things you need to be aware of with it. First, a few disclaimers. This was not a review unit. I did buy it with my own money to review for you. Pricing on this changes so rapidly, I hate to give you a price and have it be wrong. I'll put a link to this in the show notes and in the first pinned comment so you can find it on Amazon there. If you like what we do here, please consider hitting that subscribe button or hitting that thumbs up. Do one or both. Let's YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. All right, let's dive into it. Starting off by taking a look at everything that came with this. It's a pretty standard Fire TV stick. Looks just like all the others. The remote's pretty standard. Comes with batteries, HDMI cables, extenders. I should say USB cables with this. Extenders for HDMI and more with it. It's a great little lineup. You won't need to buy anything separate once you pick this up. Setup was super simple. I plugged it into my TV. The QR code this time worked. I know I talked a few days ago when I reviewed their smart TV how I was unable to get the QR code to work. This time it did. I was able to quickly link my account, have it update. The only thing I needed to do was sign into my Amazon account and give it my Wi-Fi password, and boom. Within 5 minutes I was online streaming. So very pleased with it. Let's take a look at the Fire TV. Now, as you see, it's a pretty standard Fire TV setup here. Just like you see in all the others, you got all the different apps and contents, rows of recommended programs here. Let's go back to the home screen. Here are rows and rows of different recommended content on this. That's very nice. This is their low end in performance 4K device. There is an even cheaper lower end HD only device. I would not buy HD today only, even if your TV's only HD, because getting the 4K for a few extra bucks means in the future you're all set. If you ever buy a 4K TV, you don't need to rush out and buy a new Fire TV. Let's launch into an app and take a look at this. Let's check out YouTube here with this. I've been very impressed with the performance on this. You can see lots of content here. You know I'm not logged in, so it's going to do that. Movies and television shows. Very speedy, very impressed. I'm not going to hit play. YouTube has been extremely aggressive with no audio, me standing in front of the TV talking about something. As little as 10 seconds of something has been enough to get claimed on YouTube for me recently. But you can see here how quickly everything loads, how quickly everything works with it. Very impressed. Yes, the Fire TV Stick 4K Max, significantly better performance than this. But for the average user, the time actually loading a movie on this versus that, it's very minimal difference in performance actually there. Same thing with the Fire TV Stick 4K Plus. That is the older version of this, slightly better specs on it, and it runs Android instead of this new Vega OS. So that brings me to the big change, the Vega OS here. And that's really what the difference is on this. So what do you need to know? Well, not all apps will work on the new one, because those apps on older Fire TV devices were built for Android and then put on here. The new ones don't work. The good news though is pretty much every major app that we've tested, like Netflix, YouTube, of course Prime Video works, Disney Plus, HBO Max, YouTube TV, etc. all worked without problems. Amazon even says for some apps that haven't been fully updated yet, they'll stream the content to you. You won't even notice a big difference. It'll just be a little stream on it. So overall, you'll be fine. Some lesser known, smaller apps, and I mean really small niche apps, seem to not be fully included with it. And I think that's the big thing here that's going to be a holdup for some people. Overall, I've been very happy with it. So let's go in here, let's check out the guide. The guide's always been one of the more clunky parts of a Fire TV device and loading it. And you see here, I'm actually pretty impressed. Very smooth loading. Not a lot of delay here from when I click it to go through. It works very well. We go back to the home screen, take a look at the remote real quick on this. So pretty standard little remote with this, just like all the others. You do have a volume, all program. You get this little guide button here that takes you to that guide I just showed. Mute stuff, play, pause, back, up, down, everything. Built-in Alexa and more quick launch buttons. Now, these buttons can vary depending on when you buy it. And what I have on my remote may be a little different than yours. One of the ones that always seems to be there, though, is Prime Video. Speaking of which, let's check it out. If I press the Prime button on this, let's load it up here and take a look at that. You see, showing my account right there. In a second, I'm in. Hey, very impressed, very pleased with the quality of this device. For the price, it's a very nice streaming player. Yes, it no longer runs Android, which means you cannot sideload Android apps onto this. 99.9% of streamers don't do that. They're not jailbreaking or whatever you want to call it their devices at all. Most people I think want to load this up, get Netflix, get YouTube TV, get YouTube, get Disney Plus, HBO Max, etc. You're going to have no problem on this. I think you'll be very happy with it. Now, yes, it does not mean that apps that you maybe have sideloaded in the past won't work on this anymore. Something to think about and remember. Overall, I am going to recommend this device. It's a very nice streaming player. It does what it says it's going to do, does it well without problems. So overall, 2 thumbs up, would recommend. Link in the show notes if you want to learn more about it. We appreciate your support. We'll be back again tomorrow with another video.